the touchback. They're going to the air in the first play. Aggressive call on the opening play. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, I love this call here by the offensive coordinator. Big playoff game, you take a shot downfield. Now, they didn't hit it, but I love the aggressive approach here early by this OC.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Takes the toss and heads left. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense, though, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Shotgun handoff here. The defense all over. He stopped him right at the line.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Texas. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Makes a quick grab. It's a nice gain. They move the football up to the 27.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun, looking for the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Some great quarterbacks that have played here.
And just a short gain this time, able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on second down. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Checks this down to the running back. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fights off a defender. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Good throw, and catch is made. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up, second and goal. Back in motion now. Another handoff to him on second and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this third and goal play. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
So they pass on the chip shot field goal. They're going to go for it. Fourth and goal from the 5. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He escapes the pocket. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why his team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run of the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Goes out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Caught behind the line. It's Carter. He stopped, and he gets a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Not enough on that one. It was incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So second down after the incompletion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the senior quarterback off target there, threw it behind him. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it third and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. On the move now. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
They They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction than where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle finally maintained at the 13-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Vols are going to cash in this red zone trip. The back's got it. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The running back here in a direct snap. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Volunteers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols.
We're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Tennessee, 21, Texas, 7.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stopped him short of the 1st down. 2nd down after that completion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. First and 10 now for the offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. A 4th down completion to the running back. He make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Could take it all the way. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
He dumps it off to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for a receiver deep middle. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the stop, and it's a big play with 31. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Volunteers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. The pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left side, and it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
This will likely be the last play of the half. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And that running play goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half.
Texas.
comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Close to the tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. And the play is good enough for a first down to move the ball to the 44.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
He escapes the pocket. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
But it's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage. And I think
He'll take a deep shot here. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. He could go.
They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Nice catch made out of a slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kirk.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw.
Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He shreds the tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. They make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Breaking tackles. The ball has picked up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Clock running in the final minute here of the third quarter as they come up first and 10. On first down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. He's tackled right after the catch, but the offense really threatened first and goal at the 5.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Screen to the receiver in the flat. Touchdown, Volunteers. That's how you finish a play. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
That makes the score. Tennessee 28, Texas 7.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Ball handed off. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. You played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Grab down the middle. It's Hankerson. Longhorns are on the move here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Wants to throw it. Bringing pressure. The throw complete to the running back underneath. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Important second down play coming up. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught on a comeback route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Looking for a receiver. On the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The short completion of the tight end. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to scramble. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
And even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. They break a huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch here. Not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
Point after, up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. A gain of 2 yards, now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Now it's 2nd down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Going for his running back, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
It's good right down the middle. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be 4th down. Roughing the kicker is going to set the offense up now in the red zone with the 1st down. Working clock with the ground game. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. Handoff running right. Running with purpose. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So it's 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for his back. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's brought down there.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving. Trying to secure a victory.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Try and muscle for the 1st down. As the 1st down is still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Screen to the wide receiver. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Running out of time in the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback.
He's looking deep down the middle. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee.